There's been some highs. God, there's been some lows. We've packed and played with some of the very best talents career mode can offer, and definitely some of the worst. But now, after claiming the EFL Championship trophy, Sheps boys have entered a very exclusive club. Saturday nights, 10:30 PM, BBC One.
Welcome to Match of the Day.
But now we're here. The gaffer ain't fannying about. He wants silver. So lads, we've made it to the promised land. Couple casualties on the way, but the patch-up job is borderline surgical. And at the end of the last episode, I left our fate in your hands. Now, the first one I was gassed about. We needed Spursy energy in this side, like we needed a hole in the bollock. But luckily, you lot agreed. The ex-PSG and West Ham defender, Kera, comes in to add some serious quality and experience to that backline. This is the beauty of this series, man. Someone who I've never thought about using. Now, for the second one, it was tighter than a nun's pleasure village. Guri, Marimol and Mukoko could all add some serious quality, not only to the squad, but the first 11. But the subtle hinting eventually paid dividends. The man I wanted all day long, Mika Marimol, won the vote. And best believe, him and Renault Clio at the back are going to allow the men up front just to take the handbrake off, step it up a gear. And then finally from the bronze pack, after losing Weefa in the last episode and bringing in 2 centre-backs, I went for this Sid from Toy Story looking fucker. Defo looks like the kid who got sent to school in jogging bottoms on Monday because his mom didn't come home from bingo all weekend to wash his uniform. Okera and Marimol sliding either side of the Clio, and with 80s all over and a couple 90s in there to boot. The quality of potential oppos this season. We might find a boot up our own ring piece. So to reveal who we'll be facing, we spin the wheel once again. First out of the hat is Champions League finalist Inter Milan. After that, we've got the Gunners who will be visiting LA. And the third team is going to be the Yellow Wall, BVB. Always a tough pressing side in FC25. After that though, heading to London because we'll be facing Enzo's boys. And then last, and certainly not least, of course, it was written, wasn't it? Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. So, season 7 then, boys. What a journey it's been getting here. But the work is only just beginning. With the quality of Oppo, increases the risk of losing our best players. Slip-ups could be costly. And winning margins could be about as common as meeting an off-licence owner with the name Graham. But first out of the traps, it's the Gunners at LA. And I'm not talking about an incident at a school. Look at Lewis leading the Galaxy out back to haunt his former employees. But the early scares were courtesy of Arsenal. Miley caressing the underside of the wood. A lot of time I told your mum to tickle me gooch. But for those who watch the Starbridge series, I'd advise you look away now. Carl Hine caught Dillian and he got dallied. Always had a stinker in him. But that is a protein fart after a night of Foster's and Aldi's own lamb vindaloo. But when the tide changed, it was a tsunami, and I thought it was Boxing Day 2004. Tom Holland vibes as Arsenal danced through the defence, but last its tackles from the new boys Mika and Kera give us our first point in the Prem. On to Stamford Bridge then, and Yamal dropping a shoulder and skin fading one off the upright. Trent could find Maddie Matt with a ball like that, and the onrushing Clio barrels straight into the bollards. The fluidity in attack now, the boys don't have to worry about the dirty work. It's poetry in motion. Finishing more like Macklemore than Shakespeare though. But you know what they say, against such quality opponents, you don't take your chances, you get punished. Luckily, we've got Finley Foz. He's safe as wearing 2 Johnnies and pulling out. But it was only a matter of time until 1 goal was impregnated. He's too young to be a dad. He's got his whole life ahead of him. But Sesko continues to be a problem. But Seifan's down again. But where we earn our keep is in transition. And believe me, this side now is like a 14-year-old with pink hair who loves the 1975 and arguing. Has turned a foregone into a game's gone. Prince Charming with a finish that would have the fairy godmother creeping in her panties. Even the Chelsea fans want to tug at him. Don't blame them, to be fair. Silver pack secure then, and it could have been, maybe should have been a gold. Yeah, false alarm. Header sent back. Dortmund in the States then, and I'll give you 2 guesses who opens the scoring. Correct. Bittens Gittens. He's got something against me, and I'm absolutely fuming about it. Really want to buy him. Chances began to flow then. Yeza testing out Romario, but from the resulting corner, cleared only as far as the Brazilian. His effort was destined for that top banj, but a strong head and net game from the defender. I tell you what, once you've got us excited, top won't do. Talking about gagging and pressing, Remind me of a night I spent with your sister. Lewis Skel, though, spent 5 minutes in midfield with Trent. And look what he's turned him into. Now he's not Snapchatting pregnant birds. Spraying disgusting diags. Angelo collects and works the ball back into Trent. With Lewis arriving, his effort deflected off 2 Dortmund players and falls to the feet of the gunman. His efforts parried straight to the feet of Sarge. Galaxy firmly enjoying their time in the Prem, but like a crazy ex, when you think your life is nice and easy, you get a, why is Domino's texting you telling you that they miss you? It's alright though, you open up the message, turns out it's a 2-for-1 code, and the Sarge on the double. And then with the game entering its final moments, a new blonde bombshell parts the defence like those perfectly styled curtains, and bangs in a yet another silver pack. Yamal though, he's been showing glimpses, but this season he's starting to cook defenders, like it's a new series of Gordon's Kitchen Nightmares. He almost put Otavio to sleep.
He could have been killed.
But still carving out chances like a turkey on Jesus' birthday. But we're playing 3 at the back, liable to a bit of brilliance. Cheeky little reverse pass. More of a cowgirl man myself. But the Sarge, now 93 rated, can drop a shoulder and leave the whole back line Jay Hussing. And the quality from Lamine. Simple lean and butt round the on-rushing. And with the game hanging in the balance. Be regimented, don't take risks. Oh yeah, Cruyff turning your own half. It's sound though, Finley won't. Yeah, he's about 7.3 metres off his line. Yeah, sound. Our own worst enemy, boys. And now you've got me worrying. Someone's going to lose their job. But now it's the big one at the Santi to play the Galacticos. And if we're going to be true challengers, yes, I said challengers. More on that in a second. We need to be putting the sword to the best. Well, with something to prove, the boys, more specifically the Brazilian, seems to be ready to express himself like someone who goes to Brighton Uni, studies art and names Indigo. But Jude, proper British lad, no room for that in football. So he just smashes into him, just to make me feel better. Get the shower running, Jude. Trent will be in at half time. Mbappe, though, still causing problems, popping up in the box. But Assad camoed up, popping up in places the Madrid backline or midfield could not conceive. And speaking of conceiving, that strike just made me horny. Customary jam sandwich though from Real Madrid as Vinny pops up with a leveller. But as the game wore on, Madrid become frustrated, using over or underhand tactics. Trent clearly missing Jude. But getting desperate, Real looping balls into the box. Lewis down into Trent. And it's Núñez to lay the ball back into the Scouse international. But we look to release the former Catalonian, who lends the ball to Conrad. And with Ake caught in 2 minds, Yamal sneaks through the conservatory. Weak foot. Sounds like I've just described my nan's whole life. But a massive statement from the Galaxy. All the better as the former Barca man's the guy to twist the dagger. The boys pile on top. Because at the halfway mark, that's where we sit. 2 points off Barca and PSG, who both sit joint top. So after a strong start to our life in the Prem, reinforcements could be massive for our final run-in. And with 2 silvers and a bronze, we'll have to call on the gods to drop us something almighty. Especially with Mika out long term. We need someone else defensive minded to help us out. But before we can bring in who's on their way, this could make or break, you know. And it's going to be Dembele. I tell ya, mate, proper Robbie Williams, we shall take that. Already out on loan, you won't be missed, son. So with the bronze pack, it's going to have to be stunning. It's a Croatian centre mid. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's not stunning, is it? Jesus, it's really not stunning. Maybe Bar. Right then, first silver pack is going to be... It's an Italian. It's a centre mid. Genoa? I don't know her. But I know you, son. Go on, Moretti. Another Bar in there as well. Yeah, it's got to be Moretti, innit? Alright, second silver pack then is going to be a Finnish. A Cam. From Augsburg. Hints, God knows. Absolutely God knows. But I'm seeing Thomas Asante. Davis, yeah, that's crap. Bar in season 4, you'd have walked into this side. And the other Bar as well, he could have offered us a little bit different. But the only man worth his weight here is Moretti. The Italian coming on in a strong rotation for Lou and Trent. But it's going to be another one. Doesn't get a lot of game time, but could be a good audition. RTG. We'll bring a couple of men back in from loan just to give us the options. But now the most important point. Will the wheel be kind? Will it pit us against the teams that we need to take points from? So first team out of the hat then. And yeah, of course, it's got to be joint first PSG. And I tell you what, with Weaver in the side as well. Second team, they are really giving us the juggernauts, you know, Bayern Munich. And then third team, Jesus Christ, it's Man City. Final two teams then we could do with a couple of easy ones. Absolute mental into this episode. And we've been nice. Sporting out first. And then finally, it's going to be the turn of Leipzig. Well, yeah, we've had easier run-ins, I'll say that. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me! 2 points off top spot. And our first go. With Man City and PSG left to play, there is a chance not only to make up the ground, but to bury the ops in it. But before that, we need to take points where we can get them. Starting off in Germany, the Red Bull Arena is always going to be a difficult place to come, especially with the players they boast now. Openda, Kolo Muani, Larson and Felix. It's going to be tougher than a Wetherspoon steak. In the opening minutes, Harder putting himself around like a divorced school receptionist in everyone's business, involved in all the drama. For a second, I had flashbacks. A couple of Brazilians? He couldn't, could he? Nah. But with all the pressure, it's Leipzig to break the deadlock. But once again, it's us on the break, where we look most dangerous. The side sets away Karen, who misses the ball like your ex missed the point of every discussion ever. I'm not bitter though, especially with that Slottingham Forest. Openda does fire Leipzig back into the lead, but late on Klosterman drops his kecks, invites Yamal to have at it, but thinking he wasn't the best man to take advantage, he slips it into Harder. And now on to the big one, second versus third, and I always knew it was going to be a tasty affair. Made even tastier by Vitinha, kicking lumps out the Brazilian, gets himself sent for an early shower. But the quality in the PSG attack, too much for the Galaxy backline. The former Galacticos combined for the first, but trying to take advantage of the man deficit. No matter how many chances we created, the accuracy of a drunk Luke Littler. As our pressure mounts, PSG look to flip the script and catch us napping. Luckily, the Clio stays gassed up. All the action coming down this right-hand side though, and finally the quality is just too much. The Angel with a signature chop inside, and his curling effort gets parried. But Yeza on the scraps draws us level. Second half came and went, and chances go begging. Shep on his knees, ready to do anything for all three. But just before the hour, Yeza pounces on the loose ball like a tramp on a dropped kebab on Broad Street. The Sarge ball into Harder, who sees the run of Yamal bearing down on goal. And this time, he makes zero mistakes. So after choking the Parisians with our big old sausage, we welcome the Bavarians. And let's just say that big old sauce turned into a cocktail chipolata when Katongo did this. And then Williams did this. But this team doesn't always do things of beauty. Be scabby, scrappy, 3 AM, last stroll round the club vibes. But Munich is just too much for us to handle. Williams with the second, and Master Batinho, that one really hurts, clearly doing it wrong. And for the last game of these highlights before we check in, Sporting, we came here for all three. And you know, Karens don't always get their way. And if they don't, you know she'll be on the blower to a manager. So with that then, 2 more games left, Man City and Barcelona. It just so happens we sit in first. 2 points ahead of Barca, who have Bayern next, and then the Galaxy on the final day. But this team, can this team, with 2 games to go, get the jobby done on the first try? Well, of course, we'll find out live. So it all comes down to this then. 2 games come between the Galaxy and the first ever Super Ultimate Team career mode. After these 2 games, it will be victory or it will be failure. Everyone remembers first place, but no one remembers second. As it stands in pole position, but with Man City and Barcelona up next, you know we need to be 100%. We need 6 points out of 6. Because Barca, they're just lurking. Like a viper ready to strike. They will be there, ready to feed off scraps. The Galaxy side, as you'd expect. Man City, they've got some decent looking players in there. Theo Hernandez, Lund, he looks like a player. Bergval though, Peroni in midfield. We can get at them boys. We've got to lock him up. It's going to be the battle of the 2 big baby-faced assassins. Galaxy, come on. Big 3 points here will be absolutely massive. Haaland. Danger then. Just don't let him. Look at Renault Clio. Honestly, it's been one of the best defenders I've ever used on this game. Trent will find him. That's a fucking unbelievable ball. That is a delicious little ball. I tell you what, I want to dine on that for the next 14 years. Yamal, hit it. Oh, it's a good start, boys. Hate Doku. I hate him in real life. I'm just jealous. Oh no, Bergevall, have you got through there? Peroni. Cabore. It's a great little ball. Renault Clio across. Does everything that he needs to do once again. Right, Consensao, I can see ya. That's a great ball. What can we do then? Waiting for the overlap. Don't need him. Doesn't need him. Did need him. Yeah, absolutely needed him. I would really rather have needed him. To the main man. Into the other main man. Yamal. Well in. That's a great tackle. Bergevall has just been absolutely bodied. Right, feet that. Consensao. Touch it. Foul ref. Renault Clio with Haaland. Just standing. Well done. Mika, you take over. We've done well there, boys. We've kept him at bay. And we go. It's a great touch. It's Yamal. Lovely inside. Oh, coming out to him. Stepped up at the right time and we've stepped up at the completely wrong time. He's dinked him. It's 1-0. Fuck! Oh, that's diabolical, that is. Literally from one end, I thought we were about to score a stunner. And Man City have stunned us. Of course it was going to be Haaland. Oh, I was in two minds. Do I bring him out? Do I not? Shouldn't have brought him out, should I? Because they get dinked every single time. I just believe in Finley Fost that much. Can you bring Angelo into it? Doesn't need him. But needs. Harder. Hits it. Big save. Yamal! Yes! Defensive frailties. All too apparent for Man City. We've sucked him in. And we've sucked him like a leech. And I tell you what, if Yamal, if you've just put us back into pole position, you'll be getting sucked left, right and centre, son. Who can we find? Who can we bring in? Ah! Upamecano just keeps stepping up just at the right time, the little knobhead. And that is half time. I'm glad we're going in one each. We did not deserve to go in a goal down, I tell ya. Oh, we've been passed around there a little bit. Haaland finds a little bit of space. Big save from Finley Fosdo. Gonzalez. No. Not Philly Fodes. Not Philly Fodes. No, not Peroni either. That's another unbelievable save. Where did you come from? How about no? How about go? How about checking back? Onto Louis Scal. Drive in. We know he loves to. It's one! Oh, Louis Scal rolling back the years. I thought I was away at El Ittihad. And not just because there's so much Saudi money about. Oh, great ball to Doku. It was always going back across. Big save from Finley Foster again. Saving us. Keeping us in this. Back in there, lads. Back in. Don't let them do anything stupid. Great. No, that was stupid. Offside. Oh, thank God for that. Oh my God. Yeah, you keep running, son. You keep running. Jump yourself into that crowd. Feels really comfortable on the ball, to be fair. I do like him. I like the lad. Oh. Let Angelo have it. Go on then. And we'll do, yeah. Angelo says. Rat one. Oof. Lads, this is getting tighter than a duck's ring piece. It is watertight. Come on. Good ball in then, Trent. Great ball in. Renault Clio! Gets in! Oh my God, he's been threatening to do it for about 14 seasons. And Slick Rick. Oh, may have slicked us. May have. You know what? It's not a new haircut. I've just slipped it back. I've just slipped us right in to pole position. Barcelona, it doesn't matter what you do right now. Oh, it's against Haaland as well. Honestly, give the man his flowers. I will give him a whole bouquet. Renault Clio is the best centre-back we've had on this channel. Gotta keep it nice and tight now, boys. Haaland tries to drop a shoulder. Katongo reads him like an absolute Mr. Membuck. And we go, and we break, and we say, arrivedercis. Good night, Vienna. It won. Oh, that would have been so fucking good. I felt it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was right down in my testes. We don't want you involved, son. You don't need to be involved. Lewis Scal likes to be involved, though. It won, Lewis. That's terrible. Right, we're making changes ourselves. It's going to be Svanberg, Ramsey, Kera, and that man, Buonani. On you come, lads. One of you, grab us a goal. Grab us a late consoler. Let's not do this late on. Oh, Mika, gone diving. Don't let him do you again, then. Don't let him do you again. Don't let him. Don't let him. Don't let him. Big save, Indy Fars. Oh, this is last chance. This is last doors, last orders, boys. Who wants one? I'll have a shot, but it better be on the Man City goal. And defo not Sambuca. Get it gone. Out it goes. Get in. Right, we're just going to launch this. We are launching it. Let's just eke out all of the time that we can. Eke it all out. And then we're just going to send. Actually, give it in here. You can eat up a few more seconds. And then ping it. Lovely. Get in. Big, massive 3 points. Could be the biggest 3 points of the season. We won it. Oh my god. Have Barca dropped it? Have Barca fumbled? Oh, I've just remembered I've bought Lewis Skelly off. No. No, no, no. Don't do it to Lewis Scal. Will they still let him lift it? Oh, you've got to be joking me. Kera, he's going to lift the Premier League trophy. Oh, wow. What an end. What an end to the series. What an end. But what a person to end it on. Fuck's sake. Oh, I had visions of Lewis Skelly lifting it. Wow. What a series. What a team. What a performance as well. This literally, it couldn't have been a better representation of this team that we've created in this series. Fighting back. Not being deterred. Oh, honestly, I could not love these lot anymore. Get in the galaxy. And there it is, sports fans. There it is. What a story, what a series, and what a team we have built. Barca in the end, miles off it. But with that, quick look at the stats for the end of the season. Hard at 26-3. Hates passing. Now an 89 rated. Yamal 22-6. Lesage 12-10. But that's it, my little cherubs. The first super ultimate team career mode is done. To all you man that have followed along, not the greatest numbers, but the feedback, the people who have commented, I love ya. But with all that being said, we are done out here. Once again, these videos would be nothing without the people that watch. So much love to each and every single one of you. As another series comes to an end, the ideas for the next one start percolating. So if you've got anything that you'd like to see, get it down in the comments. Remember to like as always. I'll have a little bit of a break over the next couple of weeks, but I will keep you man updated when you expect to see me back. But as always, it's much love. I'll see you in a bit. And peace.